We're at the Tiffin Service Center here in Red Bay, Alabama, and we're about to share the truth. Did Thor ruin Tiffin with the buyout?
We're going to go through and show you all of the changes since the last time we've been here to see if Tiffin lives up to the old good name and good customer service.
Keep watching to the very end. We'll tell you exactly what this trip cost us and if it was worth coming here. For those not familiar with the buyout, in 2020, Thor Industries purchased Tiffin Motorhomes for a whopping $300 million. And after that, customers have been worried about Tiffin maintaining its high quality standard and its customer service. Since we're not planning on buying a new motorhome anytime soon, we can't speak about new builds, but we can talk about customer service and our time here in the service center.
And oh, by the way, if somebody bought us out for $300 million, we'd be in Bora Bora.
Sipping on cocktails.
And there would not be a camera inside.
Honestly, we thought when we came here, we would be telling you everything is almost exactly the same, except maybe the prices went up a little bit, but that's not true at all. A lot of things have changed since the buyout. And number one that you'll see is this campground is open to any year model. It is Monday morning and that's the only thing about coming to Red Bay. You have to get up so early, close up the RV, get ready to go. So we had a 5 a.m. wake up this morning and we are ready to roll into the service bay, only we don't really know which number we're going to. So we're still waiting to get the word as to where we're rolling, and then we're going to start getting the slide back in working order.
One of our most recent trips out, the slide kind of came out at an angle, but when we tried to put it back in, it would not go back in on its own, and it was twisting, which caused it to crack on the underside of the slide. One of the hydraulic ram cylinder arms broke from its bracket right above the propane tank. Getting the slide in went much faster than we expected. We used a bottle jack and we lifted it up just a hair because the roller was out teetering on the edge. So once we got that up enough that we could get the roller up over the lip, it went in much better than we anticipated. Now we head to Red Bay.
So we'll see where we end up and how this day goes with the repair. I'm hoping it goes smoothly. They're going to see what's going on and be like, oh yeah, this is simple. Let's just do this and it'll be done.
That's good right there, Terry, I think.
Both the bolts holding that bracket, that ram cylinder in, have broken off. So the goal right now is to pull the cylinder out, see if they can get the broke bolts out, and then they can just add new bolts to it. If they can't get those bolts out, then I'm gonna have to order a whole new ram cylinder. The guys just finished taking out the old broken pieces of the bolt that was on the side of the ram cylinder. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's one bolt unit to go in both sides. Luckily, he was small enough to squeeze in there up over the propane tank. So now they've got these bolts back in, so now they've got to put it in the bracket itself. They also tested the hydraulic fluid level and found it was a little low, so they added some more to it. The ram cylinder is back in and attached, so now I think the only thing we have to do is just cycle it a few times and test it and see how she works.
All right, it's 9:40, which means it took them barely over 2 hours to get the slide fixed. So I think that's a total win. Not sure how much it's going to cost us yet, but keep watching because we're going to share that with you too.
Now my mind's already shifted to the next phase and getting the underbelly fixed, and so that's where I'm at now. I would not have bet that they would have got this done in 2 hours. So much room
for activity.
Another change here at the Tiffin Service Center is that the 10-year rule for Tiffins is gone out the window. Any year model can now come here and get service at the Tiffin Service Center.
It is day 2 here at Tiffin, which means our second day, 5 a.m. wake-ups are a little much for me. I feel like I should be going back to the hospital to work or something.
No bueno.
So today we're actually going into the express bay. We figured since we were here doing a major repair, we might as well get some things done, the little stuff that's been on our list.
Yeah, like these flickering lights. You could probably see them in the video.
They have 2 types of bays here. They have a regular bay and what they call an express bay. If you have a lot of work that needs to get done, if it's going to take all day or a couple of days to do these jobs, you go to the regular bay. If you have a lot of little things that need to be taken care of that can be done, I think in 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
Then you go to express bay, they get you in, they finish it, and you're out in 3 hours. So we'll see when we get in there how it goes.
Yeah, and the good thing about being here when we are is they're running a 30% off special
on parts and a couple other services here. So I took advantage of going to the parts store and getting my 30% off.
Now, I think that is a new thing. I think that's a Thor
that just
thing.
started that.
I don't remember any parts sales that ever happened with Tiffin before the buyout. If you remember that, put it down in the comments below. But I can also say at 99% confidence that a lot of the prices went up with the buyout. That really is a negative from the buyout. I don't know about labor yet. We're going to check when we get in there for labor. So we'll see what other changes have occurred as this week continues.
Yeah.
We are really lucky because we are getting a little behind the scenes here at Tiffin. So we're going to show you some of the shops you don't usually get to see.
When you roll into the Tiffin Service Center, you'll notice a flurry of activity. Technicians zipping in and out of workshops, tools buzzing, and owners crossing their fingers for a quick fix. Our first stop today is the cabinet shop. This is like a mini version of the massive woodworking shop over at the Tiffin factory. Whether your cabinets took a hit from a runaway slide or your adorable puppy mistook them for a chew toy, they can repair or rebuild it to look brand new. Tiffin's got several paint bays handling everything from minor touch-ups to full-on oops, that pole came out of nowhere repaints.
If you call Tiffin for a part or for questions about your RV, your call is going to come right here to this building,
where your order gets processed before a team member grabs it from one of these massive shelves. I'm pretty sure the folks in this department always hit 10,000 steps a day. Once found, the part will get packed up and shipped out so you can stay on the road exactly where you belong. And finally, check out the Allegro Lounge. While your RV gets pampered, you can kick back on these comfy couches, sip some coffee, and even snag some Tiffin merch. Not a bad way to wait while your rig gets a little TLC.
Guess who does Red Shirt Friday? That's right, Tiffin is ready for Fridays. So check it out. Maybe we can get them to also help support some of our fundraisers. A really cool thing they've added is the call ahead queue. You can call and put your name on the list. That will put you in line, so it's just a few less days you have to wait sitting here in the campground.
And another cool feature is they have the scheduled drop-off, where you come in, drop off your rig, and you leave. You don't have to sit here while it's waiting to get work. They will have a representative from the service center call you with updates and progress of the work and make sure that you're in the know. And then when it's done, they call you, you come pick it up, and you leave.
It's day 3, the third day of a 5 a.m. wake up. And as each day progresses, I will be getting messier and messier because let's face it, that snooze button is all too appealing.
Things are getting repaired.
Yes.
Like we thought they would.
The list is check, 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 check.
Yeah, we're ahead of schedule. Today we're leaving the service center and we're going to some of the outlying shops.
Mm-hmm.
These outside shops will work on just about any RV.
They do all kind of services. So they can build you new cabinets, they can replace your flooring, they will replace windows, pretty much anything that Tiffin can do. If they can get their hands on the parts, they can do for you. We do have a list with all the outside vendors, and I will put a link for that down below. If you're looking and you want to investigate and get prices for some stuff, you don't always have to go all the way up there to get your work done. These guys do a great job.
Can you tell who's had more coffee than me? Yeah. We've utilized these shops before.
Every time we go to pay at all of these shops, whether it's Tiffin or the outlier shops, it is always less expensive than we expect. So if you want to get really good work, I know we sound like an advertisement, but I got to tell you, nobody's paying us here.
No.
We have had nothing but good experiences with these guys, and we really want to stress, this is where you come if you don't want to drop your RV off for 2 months, if you don't want to hear, I don't know when the parts are going to show up, or be shocked when you see the bill. So we could not recommend these people and this place enough. The only thing I would say for them to improve would be to start their day at 9 a.m. On that note, Phil and I are separating today. We have 2 separate missions. We're dividing and conquering. So I'm going to leave you with Phil, and I'm taking the Jeep and going to my spot.
We'll never say separated again.
Most of the new changes here at the Tiffin Service Center are new services that they're providing. They're going to start providing RV detailing, Battleborn installation, Starlink installation, 3-hour RV orientations, and a big one is chassis and generator maintenance and service. And the chassis generator maintenance and service is for all brands, not just Tiffin's.
I found an Airbnb right down the street, and we are going to be hanging out here doing some laundry, getting some work done, and just chilling while he's running around town. This is a really cute 2-bedroom, 2-bath place. If you need a rental because something's going on with your RV while you're here, it is a great option. It's literally on the same road as the Tiffin Service Center. While I finish up the laundry here in the Airbnb, Phil is across town putting in our brand new washers and dryers.
We made it here to MSRV Solutions, and they're putting in the washer and dryer right now. This has been a long time coming, and wait till you hear the sound of this new dryer. Just like that, I have quiet running appliances. You can barely hear it. Once I get the door back on there, you won't even be able to tell that thing's on. This is where we'll be normally when it's on. You hear that? Barely. I'm here at Fowler Detailing, just outside of Red Bay in Belmont, Mississippi. It's like a 5-minute drive here. They are giving Ruby a washover, and then we're going to get a 4-corner way. I'm really excited about that. All the outlying businesses offer something different, but they offer something for every type, model, brand of RV. So you don't have to have a Tiffin to come here and get it washed and get it weighed. And in fact, you should come here and get it washed and get it weighed. You need that 4-corner way. Now that Ruby is all washed up and clean, the roof is going to need some additional protection. Normally I come up here right after I get it done and put on a UV protectant. And today I'm going to try out the new roof sauce. See how this does. It's supposed to help against the oxidation, which I really hate. The white streaks down the side are unsightly. I'm gonna put it on and we'll check back and see how well it does against the white streaks. It went on pretty easy. I applied it with one mop head and kind of took the excess off with another mop head. So now, gotta finish the whole roof. Luckily, there's no sun today. It's been a few weeks since we applied the roof sauce, and I gotta tell you, so far, no white streaks. I'm really happy about that. I try to get on the roof about once a quarter to apply a protectant. If you're not able to get on the roof yourself, you can hire somebody to come and apply the protectant for you. This will work on all types of roofs. We're excited to work with Bling Sauce as they've been around for over 20 years, and their products are made right here in the good old US of A. We'll drop a link to Bling Sauce so that you can check out their full line of RV products.
Welcome to day 4 in Red Bay, Alabama, and hopefully our very last day with that alarm clock going off at 5 a.m.
Yeah, today was brutal. The alarm went off and neither one of us moved.
We rolled out of bed. We got presentable so we don't scare anyone. And today they are working on our slide.
Yeah, the hydraulic ram was just one part of the slide issue. When it came out and tweaked the bottom of the slide, cracked. The guys from the paint bay came out, looked at it, formulated a plan on how they were going to fix it. They're going to put us in an express bay. It looks kind of complex to me. I don't know how long we'll be in there because the bottom of the slide it buckled and popped out. So all that fiberglass under there, they need to repair.
Yesterday we actually did something we haven't done in a long time, and that is a 4-corner way. If you're curious about what is a 4-corner way, I will put a blog down below where we talked about it before, but we haven't even looked at our numbers yet, so I'm really curious what this new weight is going to do for our tire pressure and all that stuff.
We're not the only ones that's on a health kick this year. I think Ruby needs a little diet herself.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too.
Yeah.
Get ready to purge.
When it comes to fiberglass repair, we had 2 choices. Go big, remove the entire slide and replace the whole fiberglass bottom, also very expensive and time consuming, or go smart, patch it up, and get back on the road and out west to our cruise. We went with option 2. The team cut a custom patch, secured it to the bottom with adhesive and screws, and sealed it up tight with silicone. Done. What do you think this is going to cost us?
We are in Bay 14 getting our slide repair, and we just realized this was the bay that the lady slammed her RV into another RV, causing that RV inside the bay to drop the transmission. Caused a whole bunch of changes here at Tiffin. We'll link that one down below.
Not only is the work all finished, but we finished a day early. Now for the bad part.
We're doing the walk of shame. We got to go in.
It's not a walk of shame.
We got to go in and pay now.
This is not even close to a walk of shame.
No, this is where the fear of the unknown. You just don't know what the bill is going to be because of the amount of times we're in and out of the bays and what they did. So we're holding our breath.
All right, let's talk about the bottom line and how much money we spent in 4 days sitting in Red Bay, Alabama. Let's just say we definitely contributed to the economy.
Yes. So here at the service center, the bill was $1,619, and about 1,000 of that was labor. And we were expecting much more. I was anyway.
I never really know what to expect. So labor costs here are $170 an hour. And really, it sounds like a lot. So I did some checking to see what the averages were. So I guess it falls right in there where it should be.
Yeah, and you know, we were in the shops between the 3 bays that we were in for almost 6 hours of total work. So times 170, carry the 2, there you have it.
All right, so that's what we spent here in Tiffin.
Yeah.
That's not all we spent, nor is it the most we spent. So
No.
next up is our washer and dryer install. And what was the bottom line on that? This actually hurts me a little bit.
Yeah, this one, I started sweating when I was stroking the check for this one. $32.40 for a brand new washer, brand new driver, and that was ripping out the old, putting in the new.
Disposal of the old,
Yeah.
all of that. And unfortunately, the reason it costs so much is because you put RV on anything and they like double, triple the price.
Yeah.
So the RV washer and dryer, you can't find them anywhere for less than like $800 a piece. So that was our biggest cost right there. And of course, the labor too, to pay the guys to put it in.
Yeah, and Daniel and the gang over at MSRV Solutions, they did a great job. So it was much needed. We've been putting been putting up with the noisy washer, and then the dryer started making some quirky sounds as well. So
I think you had that backwards. The dryer was the loudest.
it was, but the washer was making a clunking sound. That's what I said.
Yeah, no, you had it backwards. Anyway,
Okay,
moving on.
anywho.
I'll play it back for him. That way
Yeah.
he'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
All right.
It was loud, bottom line. Yeah.
All right, next up is what we paid when you took Ruby for her spa day.
Ruby Spa Day cost us $560. And it wasn't just the wash. So we had a wash only, and they dried it with leaf blower and silicone squeegees. Then I had the rims restored. So they took off a lot of oxidation. They made them look really, really good.
That's what it cost us here at Red Bay. Was it worth us us to come all this way? Hands down, yes.
Yeah.
Every time we come here, we talk to people in other states who've had the same work done on the same model RVs, and they always spend so much more, sometimes even more than double the cost. So we think it is definitely worth it to come here to Red Bay to get our work done. But we are so ready to haul booty out west.
Yeah.
We are waking up tomorrow morning, not at 5 a.m., mind you.
No, ma'am.
And we will be pointing this RV that direction, due west.
West, that's right. We are out of here. What?
Nothing. I scratched my nose.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to zip it.
Zip it, Phil.
Zip it.
If you guys are west of Texas, let us know in the comments where you guys are, and hopefully we'll run into some of you guys as we're headed for the cruise in March. So
That's right.
if you're going to be on the cruise, we'll see you there. If not, hopefully we'll see the rest of you one day on the road. Shout out to Sean, and thanks for giving us a behind the scenes tour. And also thanks to Tiffin for granting us permission to record inside their service bay.